Good evening, everyone. Tonight is the graduation for the Atlanta Police Training Academy Recruit Class 289, Lateral Class 21, and Citizens Police Academy number 49. My name is Sergeant Curtis Davenport. I'll be acting as your Master of Ceremonies this evening. I would now like to ask you all to stand for the entrance of the command staff, city officials, and graduates, and remain standing for the presentation of colors, the national anthem, and the invocation.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleam, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land
The invocation will now be given by Reverend Angela Knight.
Almighty God, creator of all, as we gather to celebrate the graduations of each of these law enforcement professionals, our hearts are filled with happiness for them and for their families. You have prepared them for this day and blessed them with the people's trust. They have been endowed with abilities of mind, body, and spirit, more than equal to this task. You have given each of them leaders, mentors, and peers to help them along the way. You sustained and protected in days of difficulty and peril. We understand that to whom much is given, much is required. And I ask you to direct their steps and give them the strength to carry out their new responsibilities. Endow them tonight with the spirit of wisdom and justice. We know all too well our weak and fallible human nature, and we recognize that the work which lies before us is demanding and complex. Yet I thank you for calling us to this difficult and rewarding work. Lead us all in the way of peace. Unite us in the spirit of service. Nourish and sustain us in our vocation. For the sake of your holy name, amen.
Please be seated. All right, before we get started good, I got three things. Thing number one, if you look on this screen in the middle, you'll see a scan code. If you want to scan that, that'll be tonight's program. All right, that's thing number one. Thing number two, how about Officer Griffin and that rendition of the national anthem? Was that all right? Very good, very good. And here's the third and final thing. I want to remind y'all that this is a graduation. It's a celebration, right? We came in here a little tight, like we was in Sunday school or something. So it's all right to have fun in here, all right? But seriously, I want to thank everyone for coming out tonight as we support our graduates, including these 20 new police officers who will be joining our ranks. We also have 21 citizens that took the time to learn about the operations of the Atlanta Police Department by attending our Citizens Police Academy. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce to you the Chief Operating Officer of the City of Atlanta, Ms. LaShondra Burks.
Good evening, everyone. Still sounding like a Sunday school class. We'll try that again. Good evening, everyone. As stated, my name is LaShondra Burks, and I serve as the Chief Operating Officer for the City of Atlanta. And on behalf of our mayor, our 61st mayor, Mayor Andre Dickens, I am glad to be here tonight to welcome you and to honor all of our graduates this evening. To Chief Shearbaum, to Chief Tyus, the entire APD leadership team, to the academy leaders, thank you for the work that you have done, the work that you continue to do, and the work that you have poured into our newest class. Tonight, we celebrate three incredible groups of public safety heroes: Recruit Class number 289, the Lateral Class 21, and the Citizens Police Academy Class 49. And I understand that there are more city employees in this class than we have had before, and it's nothing like seeing our city employees understand the work of our police. So Recruit Class 289, made up of 16 graduates from across Georgia, and I always love to hear from as far as New York, Indiana, Florida, and I see you brought your crews too. Ohio, Illinois, Connecticut, and California came together all right here in the city of Atlanta, and you pushed your way through a very intensive training and demanding journey in order to be here today. To Lateral Class 21, you bring experienced officers who have chosen to continue your service in our city by bringing your valuable skills and fresh perspectives. And then to the Citizens Police Academy, Class 49, with 21 graduates, you all have completed hands-on training, deepening your knowledge and understanding in law enforcement, and exactly learning what it takes to keep our city safe. Congratulations to all of you graduates. You have made it here today. You could have gone anywhere, but you chose Atlanta. And that decision means everything to the people who live, work, and raise families here in our city. You are joining a world-class police department backed by officers and leadership who have served this city faithfully through both the good and the challenging times. And I want to thank each of you for your hard work, your dedication, as you will continue to do with pride, compassion, and professionalism. To the families and the friends and the loved ones in this room tonight, we thank you as well. Your support, your encouragement, and the sacrifices you have made to help your loved ones get here today made it all possible. These graduates may wear the badge, but each of you as family and friends, you all have played a role in helping them reach this very moment. So again, we say thank you to you. As Mayor Dickens has always relentlessly showed his commitment to make Atlanta the safest city in America, and now each of you have a role to play in making that dream a reality. The road ahead in this role is a noble profession that you have chosen. You won't always be easy, but the work that you've committed to, it matters. And the city of Atlanta stands with you and beside you. You are now members of a public safety family rooted in service, sacrifice, and grounded in the belief that Atlanta can and will be one safe city. We're thankful that you are here. We're proud of what you have accomplished, and we are with you every step of the way. Again, congratulations and welcome to the Atlanta team.
And now we will have a video message by Mayor Andre Dickens.
Andre Dickens here. I regret that I couldn't join you in person for tonight's graduation, but I wanted to take a moment to congratulate and extend my gratitude to the newest members of the Atlanta Police Department Recruit Class 289, Lateral Class 21, and Citizens Police Academy Class 49. I'd also like to acknowledge Chief Darren Shearbaum, the members of the Atlanta Police Department, the Atlanta Police Foundation, the Atlanta City Council, and the family and friends here supporting Atlanta's new public safety heroes. Graduates, you're stepping into a role that's about service, responsibility, and commitment to our community. And we're honored you've chosen to take those steps here in our city. I'm proud of the work that the Atlanta Police Department has done and continues to do to make this one safe city. Thank you for choosing this path and for your dedication to protecting our communities. On behalf of the people of Atlanta, we appreciate your service. Thank you and congratulations.
All right, at this time, I'd like to introduce to you some members we have on stage with us. You've already met our Chief Operating Officer for the City of Atlanta, Miss LaShondra Burks. But to her left is our Chief of Police, Darren Shearbaum. To her right is our Assistant Chief, Carvin Tyus. To his right, Chief Administrative Officer, Marshall Freeman, Deputy Chief Jessica Bruce, and Major Aileen Mitchell. I'd now like to recognize the other members of our command staff. They're sitting to my left, your far right. Members right here, would y'all just say hello to all our guests tonight? And finally, I'd like to recognize any elected officials we have in the audience. Any elected officials here? All right. Well, would you join me then in welcoming our 26th Atlanta Police Chief, Darren Shearbaum.
Thanks, Sarge. Well, good evening, everyone. Welcome again to your new family, the Atlanta Police Department family. Whether you traveled from Illinois or the Northeast or the Northwest, we're glad that you're here. And I want to thank you for encouraging the 20 new police officers I see in front of me, not only to join this profession, but to endure the rigorous training they went through to show that they're worthy to wear the uniform. So please know we appreciate you. None of us arrive at the positions we have in law enforcement without family and friends that are encouraging us, praying for us, and helping us along the way. So I just want to start by welcoming you to our family and here to the training center tonight. Ms. Burks, thank you for all you've done to support the Atlanta Police Department. Many of you will remember before this was anything but open fields and shrubbery, Ms. Burks was out here in boots with a very bright red hat, walking around making sure this would be a reality. And so from your boots to your high heels, Ms. Burks, you transitioned very well. And this department will always remember that you were the one given the charge when you were our Deputy Chief Operating Officer that this training center would become a reality. And it's not only the physical building that's been delivered, it's the pay raises, the pensions, all that's been done for our mayor to support the men and women that say yes to public service. So thank you, ma'am, for all of you do for the Atlanta Police Department. To Citizens Police Academy 49 and Director Espy for all the work you have done, Lateral Class 21 and Sergeant Gleason, and then, of course, Officer Douglas in Class 289. I appreciate the work that you do as leaders of these three cadres, making sure that the experiences are meaningful and worthwhile. To the Academy staff, I always refer to you as the gatekeepers of our profession and the public trust that we hold, and I thank you for the work you do all the time, not only for new recruits, but those that may have been on the department 20, 25, 30 years continue to keep us trusted and ready. And to the command staff of the Atlanta Police Department, the men and women you represent. You all have kept the legacy alive, that we hand off a torch to a new group of officers, and I want you 20 to know that as you progress in your careers, you will find yourself there, and you will find yourself here, and you will find yourself here. As long as you dedicate yourself, you bring a good work ethic and a positive attitude wherever you go, doors will open for each and every one of you. To Citizens Police Academy 49, the CEO has already referenced that we have 12 of you are city employees. And so when the mayor says that Atlanta is a group project, thank you for listening to him. And thank you for, after you work long and hard at the city government, you come back for 8 weeks in a row. And for those others that are not city employees, we appreciate you caring about your police department and wanting to create a larger bond. This has only happened twice in the history of Citizens Police Academy. But we have a member of the Citizens Police Academy that has applied to be a police officer. And so after 49 sessions, there's only 2 that has done that and answered the call. So for the other 20 of you, there's an application waiting for you when you're done tonight if you want to sit here and join the Atlanta Police Department. Lateral Class 21, I appreciate your second yes. Your first yes was to service in your previous departments, but now you've said yes to Atlanta, Georgia, the largest city in our state's capital, a city of diversity. That we take very important our role in protecting our city and its diversity. So thank you for that. And for Class 289, our COO has already mentioned the cities and the regions that you've gathered from. And the Constitution you uphold here, the laws you uphold here are dear to us. And so thank you for coming here to make sure you provide that care to our city. When I was thinking about the comments to think tonight, I was reminded of a national holiday that we just completed, which was Juneteenth, which celebrated the end of our national sin of slavery, and how it fits very nicely to the newest officers that I see. When we picked the date of how we would celebrate as a nation the end of slavery in our country, we could have picked when the President's Emancipation Proclamation went into effect on January 1st, 1963, but we didn't. And we could have picked when the 13th Amendment was ratified on December 6, 1865, but we didn't. And there's an important analogy for the date that we celebrated last Thursday, because it was 900 days after the issuance of the Emancipation Proclamation when the law enforcement of the day, Union soldiers dressed in blue, arrived in Galveston, Texas to announce that slavery had ended and that the equality of the nation was coming to everyone of our country and that a horrible phase of our country was over. And at that time, Texas was the backwater of the Confederacy. It was none of the population centers. There was no industry there to speak of. The populations were small. They were hardly noticed on the map. But it was important at that time that the dignity and the protection of the law went to everyone. And it should not be lost on you that individuals dressed in blue did not care about the economic status, the low income level, but they knew that the law was important for that community. And they went there. And it's very important for you to know that it's not the law or the uniform or the tools we've given you, it's the individual that fills the uniform that will make you effective. For it was in that city that they saw individuals that brought them hope and peace and protection, justice and comfort. And wherever we call you in the city of Atlanta, and it will be in living rooms where individuals do not register on the social aspect of this city, it will be in parks, in areas of the city where individuals have been failed by society and forgotten by society. But you will bring hope to the hopeless. You will bring peace in times of turmoil. You'll bring protection in times of extreme danger in our city. And you will bring justice, regardless of how the person was born, where they live, what they look like, or who they love. You will bring them justice. And you will many, many times be the only person to bring comfort in times of chaos. And so why was it that Texas, of all the places where the Emancipation Proclamation was announced and the liberties were announced, that Texas would be the one that was the first state in the Union to recognize Juneteenth as a holiday? And up until this point, they lead the nation in celebrations of the Emancipation Proclamation. I believe it was the soldiers, the law enforcement of the day, who went to those communities, and they knew that their job was to bring compassion and honor to that community. You're going to matter in the city of Atlanta. The calls we're going to send you to are going to matter. We have given you the authority of the law, and we have given you the tools to carry out the law, but only you can bring the courage and the compassion and the respect and the discretion and the restraint and the bravery and the integrity that makes what you do vital and important. The laws of our country are only suggestions. The protections of the Constitution are only lofty ideals unless men and women are willing to put on the uniform and bring the values of this profession, the values that your family has raised you with and given to you. That's why you're going to be successful at Atlanta Police Department. That's why you're going to be successful with this organization. You're going to matter. And the calls we send you to, each and every one you go to, you are like the soldiers in Galveston, Texas, on June 19th, riding into those areas, bringing hope, care, and compassion to everyone. I think you knew that when you decided you want to be a police officer, that you knew that there's a role you could step into that you can make a difference. And you will find that difference here in the Atlanta Police Department. Never squander the opportunity that God has now given you for, as a singular person, to make a difference in Atlanta, Georgia, to bring hope to people's lives, to bring protection of the law, to bring compassion when the citizens need it the most. Ms. Burks often hears the stories of the Atlanta Police Department when we brief her each morning. Officers that have single-handedly saved a life through applying a tourniquet, single-handedly saved a life by stopping an active shooter, or single-handedly brought someone out of a horrible environment and connected them to the resources that they needed. That is now you. And I'm so proud of you for saying yes to this profession. I'm so proud of you all making it here to this night through difficult days and much sacrifice that you gave during the time of your training. Thank you for choosing this profession. I ask now that as we go forward that God's protection remains over you every day that you serve this city and every call that you go to. I pray that God gives you wisdom and courage on every call that you're at. I pray that God continues to bless our city, our mayor, and our chief operating officer, and God bless the United States of America. Thank you.
Thank you, Chief Sharon. At this time, it is my honor to introduce to you the valedictorian of graduating recruit class 289, Officer Jeremiah Powell. Would you please come forward?
Good evening. To our distinguished guests, command staff, instructors, family, friends, and most importantly, my fellow graduates of Class 289. Thank you for being here today and for sharing in this moment with us. Today marks the end of one journey and the beginning of another. We stand before you not just as graduates, but as public servants. And we do so with a renewed sense of duty, pride, and humility. When we first arrived at the academy, many of us were unsure of what to expect. Some came from military backgrounds, some from college classrooms, and others from everyday jobs, all drawn together by a calling to serve. We began this journey as individuals, but over the months, we forged bonds stronger than many of us ever expected. We became a team, a family. I also want to recognize our family who began this journey with us, but were taken down a different path. Delayed is not denied, and I don't want their hard work and dedication to go unnoticed. The academy tested us. The physical training challenged our bodies, the academic lessons challenged our minds, and the realities of this profession challenged our hearts. We trained in everything from defensive tactics to de-escalation, from firearms to community relations. We learned the importance of quick decisions, clear communication, and remaining calm under pressure. But perhaps more than anything, we learned about character. We learned that integrity is not a suggestion, it is a requirement. We learn that respect must be given as well as earned. And we learn that every decision we make, in uniform or not, has consequences that affect the lives of the people that we serve. To Officer Douglas, I want to thank you for your leadership, discipline, and belief in us. You didn't just prepare us for tests and evaluations. You prepared us for real life. You taught us not just how to act like officers, but how to think like them, how to lead with honor, how to stay calm under pressure, and how to never stop learning. You were the best kind of leader, the kind that leads by example. You never put us through anything you didn't do yourself, whether it was PT, scenarios, or learning something new. I can't thank you enough for putting us in the best position to succeed. To our families and friends, we owe you more than we can say. You supported us through every late night study session, every sore muscle, every moment of self-doubt. You made sacrifices so we could be here today, and we want you to know your sacrifices were not in vain. You were with us in every step, our biggest motivation. To my fellow recruits, my brothers and sisters, we did it. We made it through. The camaraderie we built will stay with us far beyond today. We shared laughs, frustrations, and countless moments where we pushed each other to keep going. And now we share something else, the responsibility of the badge. It's a heavy responsibility. We know that. We're stepping into a role that demands courage, compassion, and an unwavering commitment to justice. This badge is also a promise to our community that we will stand up for what's right, even when it's hard. A promise that we will treat every person with fairness and dignity, regardless of who they are or where they come from. We are not perfect. We will make mistakes, but we will hold each other accountable, and we will continue to grow, learn, and serve with integrity. As we prepare to head out to our respective assignments, everywhere we go, let's remember what brought us here in the first place, the desire to make a difference. Let's be the officers who know how to lead and when to listen. Let's be the ones who show up even when it's hard and when it's dangerous. Let's be the ones our communities can count on, not just to enforce laws, but to build trust. Class 289, we're ready, we're stronger, wiser, and more united than we've ever been. We carry with us the lessons of the academy and the values that shaped us. Let's wear our uniforms with humility, serve with empathy, and live up to the oath we've taken. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Let's go out there and serve with honor. Thank you and stay safe.
At this time, I'd like to invite the class coordinator of Class 289, Officer James Douglas. Would you come forward and join Chief Sherbum and other stage members as we prepare for presentations? Chief. Officers receive over 900 hours of instruction during their academy training and must pass every written exam in order to continue in the program. The Valedictorian Award is presented to the officer who achieved the highest academic average determined from the weekly written examinations. The Class 289 Academic Achievement Award goes to Officer Jeremiah Powell. During their training, these officers fired 800 rounds each from their service weapon and shotgun and needed a minimum score of 80% on the pistol range to continue in the program. The Top Gun Award is presented to the officer who achieved the highest firearm score during the 1.5 weeks of firearms training. The Class 289 Top Gun Award goes to Officer Daniel Blanco. Would you please come forward? The Physical Training Award is presented to the officer who achieved the highest average on the 4 physical fitness tests given during the academy. These tests include a 1.5-mile run and an obstacle course. The Class 289 Physical Training Award goes to Officer Keandre Leach. Would you please come forward? At this time, we will prepare for diploma presentations for Recruit Class 289 and Lateral Class 21. Will the members of these classes please come forward as your name is called? You got to be able to handle it. Now y'all waking up. Officer Terrell Bailey. Officer Daniel Blanco. Officer Charles Cochran. Officer Christopher Davis. Officer Bernard Gardner. Officer Shaquana Harge. Officer Markayla Henderson. Officer Keandre Leach. Officer Kennedy Pearson. Officer Sammy Polk III. Officer Jeremiah Powell. Officer Wilfredo Santiago. Officer Yamil Spite Miller. Officer Kamisha Stanley. Officer Tamara Webb. Officer Brianna Williams. And now for lateral class number 21, Officer Charles Arnold. Officer Zabria Bridges. Officer Anthony Gill. Officer Troy Pina. All right, would you join me in celebrating recruit class 289 and lateral class number 21? All right. Chief Shearbaum and other stage guests, you may be seated, please. At this time, I'd like to call forward Deputy Chief Kelly Collier of the Community Services Division to share a few words regarding the Citizens Police Academy.
Good evening. So today we're not only gathered here to celebrate the graduation of Lateral Class 21 and Recruit Class 289, but to also congratulate the Citizens Police Academy Class 49. Congratulations to each of you for your dedication, hard work, and commitment to understanding the vital role that law enforcement plays in our community. Over the past weeks, you have immersed yourselves in a comprehensive curriculum that included the history of the Atlanta Police Department, delving into critical areas such as criminal investigations, crime scene processing, and community-oriented policing. Your hands-on experiences, from visiting the 911 center to spending time with the SWAT team, have equipped you with invaluable insights into the complexities of police work. I've witnessed some of you in the virtual reality simulator, AKA Shoot, Don't Shoot, and it was very interesting. Some of you made it home, and some of you didn't. It's no small feat to make a split-second decision to determine the appropriate level of force in various situations. The training not only sharpens your dedication, your decision-making skills, but also fosters a deep understanding of the challenges law enforcement officers face daily. As you leave here today, remember that you are now ambassadors to your community, equipped with the knowledge and perspective that will undoubtedly strengthen the bond between citizens and the police. Congratulations once again, Class 49. Your journey does not end here. It is just the beginning. Thank you.
Thank you, Deputy Chief Collier. At this time, I'd like to call Ms. Beth Espy to the stage to join Chief Shearbaum and other stage members as we prepare to deliver presentations to the Citizens Police Academy. Chief, would you all stand, please? To the members of Citizens Police Academy 49, would you please come forward as your name is called? Cherie Broughton. Cater Carlton. LaCrissy Copeland. Adrian Cronin. Ashley Dent. Jessica Dudley. Farron Jennings. Stephanie Jones. Letitia Jones. Natalie Cozy. Patrice Murkison. Cheyenne Morin. Jonte Nash. Farrah Sims. Julia Smith. Devontavius Smith. Eric Spear. Tracy Watson. All right, well, let's all celebrate by giving a warm round of applause to Citizens Police Academy. Chief Shearbum, a stage guest, you may be seated, please. At this time, I'd like to introduce to you the crew that made all this possible, the Atlanta Police Department Training Academy's cadre. They're made up of sworn and civilian personnel. So would you all please stand up and take a bow? All right. Thank you. You may be seated. All right, it's that time. Would you please stand for the benediction?
Our Lord and our God, as we leave this place together, we pray that you would go with each of us and each of these graduates. Bless their knowledge to broaden, their wisdom to deepen, their experience to heighten, and their service to lengthen. May they lead with competency and humility. May they serve with loyalty. May they continue to grow with vigor and strength, both personally and professionally. Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of Mayor Andre Dickens, Chief Darren Shearbum, the Executive Command Staff of the Atlanta Police Department, and the entire city of Atlanta, we want to thank you all for sharing this celebration with us. This concludes tonight's program. Would you please remain seated or standing in place until the graduates and command staff have exited, and then join us for a light reception in the lobby.